Hello and welcome to the Wood End Barn podcast with me, Sam Tom. My guest today is Janet McEwan, the artist behind the Red Suit Project. Now this is an exhibition currently based at Wood End Barn, and it started on Monday the 2nd of May, and it's running for quite a while. We'll find out exactly when I speak to Janet now. Janet, welcome to the podcast. Let's get straight into this. What is the Red Suit Project? Just sum that up for me.
The exhibition at the barn is the result from an open call where I invited people to take a disposable red coverall, it's cherry red, and use it, either wear it or place it as an object and take in a photograph and send the images to me. And the exhibition has the work of 60 people. Actually, just over 60 people in it. Everyone who sent me an image is represented in the exhibition.
There's two questions I want to ask you here. One is, What did you intend? What did you think might happen? And what do you think that the people who took part, what do you think they got out of it?
What did I think would happen? Well, I wasn't sure what would happen. I hoped, to be honest, I wasn't sure what was happening. It was quite risky, saying that you're going to present an exhibition and not being sure who's going to take part.
Yes, of course.
So there's a bit of anxiety involved because you're never really sure. I didn't know whether I would at the beginning just have one image to show that would be, or would just blow up and make a really large image and stay around the gallery. But in fact, I got a lot of images in, and again, but I wasn't sure what kind of content would be. I didn't know. How people would really run with the idea. But that was what was really exciting, because when the images started to come in, I really had no idea. I asked people to email me images. Most people emailed. So I'd be downloading images and I didn't know what was going to come. It was really exciting, actually. I didn't know whether when the images came in I'd be laughing or crying or be bewildered. It was fascinating seeing people's takes on the project.
And I know that you can't. I mean, what is art is an argument which has gone on for decades, if not centuries. But I mean, the art really only happens, I suppose, when you display all these photographs. Is that right? Or am I?
Well, I think that's a tricky question, but I think the experience. If you think that there's different sort of stages in this project, and I think that for a lot of people have come back who have taken part in it, and they've told me that the experience of actually putting on the suit was extremely interesting. It was fun, it was liberating, taking the picture, it invited them to consider the context that they were taking it in. They had to think about their location, they had to think about how they might place themselves in it, and also they were thinking about the colour red and framing a photograph. So there was a lot. I think for a lot of people, the experience of making the image was the most alive part of the work, and then bringing them all together. That's like a different. It's a different stage in the project, but presenting it, so it's another dimension to it. So the art happens where the art is. It happens at various points along the way, but that'll be different for different people. Yes,
and so when the visitors come along to the barn, what do you think that they'll get out of it? Because they'll see the photographs that other people and perhaps themselves have taken.
Well, so far, I think people have really responded with great enthusiasm for the project. And I think they've been delighted and surprised and really dare say entertained by the exhibition. There's been such a diverse response to the call, and really we have everything from the sublime to the ridiculous in the responses. The amusing, the tragic. It's really kind of very interesting. Yes. And people that so far have really enjoyed going around it, and they've been bringing people have already come back.
Well, look, congratulations that this has worked out. I look forward to seeing the exhibition myself. I'll be around at the barn over the next coming days. When does it run until?
Well, the last day of the show is the 26th of May.
Okay, Janet McEwan, thank you very much indeed for joining us on the podcast, and good luck with the exhibition.
Okay, thanks very much, Sam. Thank you.